Hello everyone, Half Full Monty here again for my next video. And falling back on my last videos, you notice that I've got some involvement with the axes and stuff. But basically what happened was our friend Dude RV of YouTube fame introduced us to axe throwing, furnished us with a target, and we went on YouTube and Amazon, and got these tomahawk set, 3 of them for $40 on Amazon. They're the cheapest ones we could find, and they're fine for. We used to go out in the backyard and throw them. You can see the way they're forged. They're really wonky and they're cheap made, and immediately the way they're built, tomahawks, is the handle slides in and you knock it down and it stays. And I guess the advantage of that is you don't break as many handles maybe, and if you're out somewhere and you do break a handle, you can get a stick and get it in there. The downside is in these, the heads are all forged differently, and anyway, they came with the handles. They should be sticking out, that way you can keep on moving them down as it loosens up, but ours were always down at the end, so I had one of the 3, this one completely be too big to come off the end. So I did some stuff to it to try to keep it on there, but it just came off. So I got another axe handle I ordered off the Amazon. And it was a cheap one. Supposed to be hickory. When it came in, it was this handle. It came in, had a little stamp on here that it was made in India. And there's nothing, wrong with that, I guess, but I didn't know they had hickory trees in India. Didn't feel like hickory. But anyway, so I mounted it up in this, and it came with a wedge. So I don't know if you can see how much gap there is around there. Anyway, so that came off, so I put it again. I put a wedge and a cross in it to hold it down, and then last night when I'm throwing it, I was trying to do a double rotation and hit it and broke the handle on it. Anyway, so I had one of these, an Eswing Sportsman. I had one of these from the early 70s that I used camping, and back then it was the alternative to the the Boy Scout hatchet that you used camping, and it was like, wow, state of the art for back then. But anyway, it got left out in the yard for months and rusted, and they came with a leather top then that had embossed things on it and everything, but then this is all leather too, and it feels good, it's smooth and everything. But anyway, it rusted up, the leather deteriorated. Anyway, I kept it for a long time anyway, and used that thing and brutalized it. Anyway, it went away. And anyway, so after having this experience with the tomahawks and everything, I thought, well, I'm going to try this thing. So I got out there, and this throws actually really well. The problem is with the leather handle on this one. These are little rings of leather. They're on here, and I guess they put some kind of a, I don't know what, I don't think it's epoxy, but something on there to glue it together. And then this is all metal piece, and at the end there's these 2 little points that come out. This little plate goes on, and then they hammer down the thing. I stuck it about 4 times, and maybe missed once or twice, and it was already getting loose. So I hammered these in, and anyway, I said, well, as much as I'd like to, I can't throw that one because it is pretty and it'll last a long time if I take care of it. And, you know, I just didn't want to mess it up. Even though it is fairly inexpensive, it's like $36 or something now. But anyway, so I do like I do when I started this in the backyard. Got on YouTube and watched the videos of how to, and I've never been to an axe studio. I plan on doing that maybe sometime or another. It sounds pretty costly. It's like $20-25 an hour. Where I can go out here in the backyard, it costs me $0. And anyway, but I think I would like to do that at some point, but I really like going out in the backyard and throwing it. So I, looking through the internet, I mean the YouTube, there's a guy called Midgard Axe, and he does, I don't know, he could do reenactments and stuff. He's like a designer of handles and heads, I believe, but he does a lot of reviews on all kinds of different axes, both for, you know, what they're designed for, and then throwing axes also. And he throws all kinds of things. And so he had a review on an Eswing, and it wasn't this one. And he had a problem with the handle on it. But anyway, this guy, like I said, he kind of has this Viking thing, but this guy knows about axes and about steel and about mainly about throwing axes. I mean, not just your 12-foot and your 15-foot. This guy's, I don't know how many rotations he gets on them, but he gets out there and he throws them hard. And so I really like his channel. If you're interested in that sort of thing, it's kind of interesting and knowledgeable. So anyway, he did a review on these. So I thought, well, you know, I'll give it a shot. I'm not ready to go spend hundreds of dollars on throwing axes. And also, in all this endeavor, I kind of got, you know, I did a kind of refurbished this one. And I've got another one out there I'm working on. But anyway, I ordered this off Amazon. I think it came one day, no shipping. But the deal is I was looking for the Eswing locally, and the stores all kind of said they had them, you know. But then when you went there, they didn't. They've kind of, like Home Depot and Lowe's, they've all kind of decided that they're going to different other brands. Fiskars or is one of them. Anyway, so I went ahead and got this off of Amazon. And like this one, I think is about, stop, oh, hang on 1 minute. Okay, so this one here, let's, don't really like the type covers that you have to take all the way off, but a cover is a cover, you know. Let's see what this baby is going to come in at. £1 pound, 14 ounces, and it is about 13 inches long. Okay. This is the other one. This is the one. I can tell it's bigger. I didn't think it was. I know it was 16 inches, but look at that. It doesn't look like what's advertised 16 inches. But see, that one just slides off the front. I can get it on there. It's almost 3 pounds. 2 pounds. Hang on. No, that's not correct. Let's start this over. Oh. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Yeah. I know, later that day, I can't get it to, okay, that ought to be 2 pounds, 14 ounces. 2 pounds, 14 ounces. 1 pound, 14 ounces. And this is the part that I didn't realize. It's 18 inches long. Wow. That's pretty big. Fairly sharp. Yeah, all right, well, so that's it. I was suspected to be 2 inches smaller and a little bit lighter, but we will see. I'll come back to you and report on how it throws. I thought this handle here would hold up better. It is bigger, so I don't know how that's going to work out. But the guy from Midgard West, Midgard Axe, he just cut this off and he tries some different wraps. I think what I would do is trim this up to the size I wanted, but it's a pretty heavy. I think he had a smaller one. They make one that's blue that they call, it's just like this one kind of, except for it's all painted blue and it has a handle like this. But trim it down because this is kind of hard rubber. This company, oh, by the way, anyway, and then wrap it with like handlebar tape for like bicycles. They have all kinds from cork to every kind you can imagine, for that. But Eswing is a made in USA company. I guess they started back in like 1920-ish, and they came out with this, and all kinds of hammers and ball pens and picks and tools, and then they evolved, I think, in the early 2000s to this grip that you could get that's more of a commercial everyday grip, where this is not. So anyway, I'll come back after I throw it and let you know how it went. Half full Monty out. Okay, half full Monty here again. Try to throw this in here. It's pretty beefy. Pretty sharp. It's got a very narrow there it is. Eswing camper axe. It's a little bit 18 or so inches. But anyway, there you have the story. Half full Monty out.